to be able to pull that off is what we're here to see.
Up here with a little bit of presence shown towards B initially, a smoke invested as well. Like ScreaM and Shin gonna have their hands full if they do commit to this push. Actually, I think actually getting a ping on the reveal as well there.
Yeah, BerLIN will wander around. Just wait and see where that first real commitment comes from, because again, keep your eye on the, I guess, the amount of attention to pushing towards these sites. They're already peeling away. So they're drawing a fair amount of utility from C.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think Nivera almost hitting the panic button there to send the paranoia through. Shin still here. He's playing off the contact of that alarm bot. FPX have stacked up here.
Ooh, the flash didn't actually connect.
Yeah, no confirmation,
so. Yeah. Actually might help them out, keeping more players present towards that B site, you know, still able to pull the retake. We're at 45 seconds here. They need to make them a commitment, and they are. Shin gonna draw first blood, and the follow-up as well. Stunning work already. The B site somewhat under wraps until then, but it's Karmine Corp with a shutdown right now. One player standing, and 4 to find in this B site here. It really did not have much to it. There was not much leg to it. There was not pulling rotations, and there's a 4-man firing squad. It's round 1 to Karmine Corp.
Yeah, again, credit Tenchi play on the back of the reveal from BerLIN. It does create that little pocket, as you can see here from the overhead. But yeah, Nivera not respecting that early round setup whatsoever.
Nivera, yeah, this time gonna do a little better than the brother. But ScreaM wants a little bit for himself as well. Let's see if they can keep these rifles up. Nice work until then. So rifle down for now. That's the second loss. This is where it starts getting a little bit worrying, because now you've got Shin, for example, in no man's land for a second there, and it could have been a follow-up punish. Yeah. Luckily, gets away with his life. Rifles aren't super recoverable, but they may have to give up that space and allow those rifles to fall into the hands of FPX.
Newzera going to try and clear through with the drone, but not really going to get much valuable information here.
Yeah.
Already aware of the presence and no possibility of a spam coming through. Got to be careful here. I mean, why use down to just a lick of HP here? Yeah, that's 2 rifles across actually the Bulldog now for TZH as well.
Yeah, this is massive. And the ult maybe filtering towards the side absolutely does. Will allow maybe a cross here. Spam could be dangerous, but the turret going to clear close.
I mean, they have a lockdown as well.
Yeah, not finding much in this regard. I want to see what they go for here. XMS now trying to creep a little bit closer. Spam's on him, but the spike's now down. This is huge work. TZH just on the other side of this wall, but there's that lockdown coming in, and the counter roll coming through as well.
XMS lucky to get that kill, though. TZH will fall. Now putting in a 2v3 for FPX, but they have to respect this lockdown. The little pocket to play inside here at drop, and it's not spammed out initially. Oh my god!
The angle is so good! The angle is so good, just on the edge of the ult. It was perfect.
Might actually be towards B site. Yeah, it is. It's wide open right now. It's only the alarm bot to hold that down.
They were being bullied by the Viper setup on the first couple of rounds, trying to eye up that B site, but maybe this is the time to try and readdress this. See, already the stalls in place. It would be potentially fatal to try and approach this. But certainly drawing eyes across, so let's see if there is any of that aggression going to be punished. Still have almost that mirrored default over towards the A site as it stands. And the rotation towards C, noting no one close by, sending the ult and catching no one.
Looks
already,
like a fake,
Karmine Corp sitting super deep.
I'm going to draw out the lockdown potentially. XMS thinking about it.
Does he pull the trigger on it though?
I mean, it's a massive investment, and there's no real progress onto another site here, so you've got to question that initially. Nivera still with very deep control here towards A. FPX looking to pop onto B site.
Okay, I said this could be fatal. It's a little bit better timing now, but again, let's see what they can do. The shorty in hand, BerLIN, the only one to really connect so far, and they break through towards A, but there's a pinch. Nivera right amongst them, one to the right, one to the left, and he found 2! Nivera can't quite make the 3rd count, but there's only one still standing. A 1v3 to boot with 30 seconds. He wants a pick so badly, and XMS, that realization hits, and he hits the brakes. They hold. They know this is a fake now.
Yeah, love this discipline here from China Newzera. XMS can't get isolated here, but stands his ground.
Nice.
Picks it up, and the crazy thing is constantly looking to pressure, but Nivera stands his ground.
That's a huge rep from him. Great point, actually. That discipline, that ability to not over-rotate, over-react, hold that space was incredibly valuable. 4-3, though. Quite the close game so far. Let's see where this continues to tilt. Both sides able to fashion a purchase here. See a couple of ults available as well. And again, that early pressure towards C. Let's see if they pull a rotation. I want to see what their plan is and what they keep in mind here, FPX, see what they're trying to draw reaction-wise, but a massive stack from Karmine.
Yeah, look at B site.
Yeah. And they're actually working off the back of it too. There was consideration to commit to that.
Yeah, it looked as if Shin really wanted to get aggressive behind that drone.
Pacey.
Here on the back of that though, smoke invested. ScreaM gonna back away towards tree. Does have a little bit of support coming through from A-Link. Actually now a third in the form of Newzera.
They need something to pull a player
FPX
away.
look very hesitant in some of these rounds, Lauren.
I'm waiting to see if there's anything else to this. Nivera's paranoia. Ooh! Just stepping into ScreaM and actually finds it. Now the panic stations, but look at the lurk as well. That potential is huge. That could be a dagger in the back that we've yet to see come into practice yet. So Spike gonna go down, and there's 4 players from Karmine Corp towards CT. So for now, all good though. You're gonna see the Killjoy carrying all the way back around. This is all towards the site. Already great trades coming in, and FPX actually holding on to this. They are not down just yet.
Yeah, the lockdown's invested just as 2 players fall as well. So XMS and Nivera have to get something done. BerLIN happy to challenge this actually, but Nivera there to punish.
Yeah, maybe a little overstep. They're trying to go towards that and a tap towards the Spike, and now starting to panic. TZH gonna try and get himself in, shorty to hand, and gets just drawn into the blender. Doesn't mind, he's gonna sit it out, take the damage. It's not a problem. He will be the defender on this, and that's perfect play. I love watching this, and what a way to lock it down in the end.
I love that it gets called on the desk and we're seeing Shorty plays. 2 big ultimates to work with at least, and actually one away from the Seekers as well.
Okay, similar scenes, similar starts. We've seen this before, but a little bit more intent from FPX to at least get towards that wall prior to Nivera, who's been a consistent threat. This time, however,
The operator here.
Operator in hand.
Actually not holding the close angle either. It's a chance that maybe why you will catch Nivera off guard.
Precarious fight. They're slowly creeping towards that A site as well. You can see it just slowly building towards A. 4 players leading this way. So again, Alt's going to probably find 1, I believe, yeah. And okay, Prowler around the back, and they're actually going to just lean in towards B instantly. Spike's on the way as well. They've got at least 2 players watching towards the other side. Nivera is good for it though. Patience pays off. Ayu's down. Now we look towards what this B side is going to be.
Shin's locked them out here with his Viper's Pit. Completely covering sight. They have to fight back towards A side. ScreaM's actually peeled away, but there's still 2 members here, XMS and Newzera, to lock down A site.
So aware of the possibility that someone's going to try and maybe slip through that. Another ult invested here, plenty to play with for Karmine Corp as well. The next play is ScreaM does go down, and now maybe some problems here. Counter ult comes in. This is so messy, Mike. What on earth is going on in this?
Another round where Viper's Pits are going to overlap here, and actually Shin standing his ground once more. We'll deal with another member of FPX. Only 2 left to find. No snake bites for WudiYuChEn. A paranoia to work with. But it's a mess in there on the free cam.
Yeah, this is
They're jumping in with shorties.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous now. And actually, TZH is obscene with this, but now has to go above and beyond. It's not going to happen. Karmine Corp somehow weathered that storm that was going on in B. This game is bizarre, Mike. I've not seen a game like this in a while, be it Lotus, be it the way FPX are playing. Yep, again, could be petering out here for FPX. Already going to be more than likely against 12. It's like a bit of a stack, exploring over towards the C site, but the default should be tailor-made for this. This should be the perfect example of it. Let's see how well it works. Very complimentary angles here as well. Yeah, it's going to be shut down. Lovely. Karmine Corp, light work, nice aiming, but again, light armor. So, or not even light armor, excuse me, no armor, and just Sheriff. So this was par for the course, and this will be 12 for Karmine Corp. FPX somewhat getting punished here, really. Once this side switch has happened, the game certainly running away from them.
Yeah, I think it was where you can make the argument for maybe not having the finances to really enable some of this proactivity that certainly I was expecting in the second half. Again, dare I mention it again, the close affair on that pistol round. All but felt, I'll be honest, fairly definitive in how this half started and how it's going to end. SMS deals with A-Yang. Just 1 left now in the form of TZH.
Yep.
And not going to have any say in this one. Looking like it might even be a prime gaming flawless here for Karmine Corp.
There actually haven't been as many of those as normal. It has still been
Oh,
scrappy.
we talk about it being scrappy in the first, yeah.
And mechanically solid, but at this point, Karmine Corp just stretching their legs throughout this game. I would say with this roster, still unsure of the level in which they could reach, even in a more traditional tournament format when it comes to Karmine Corp, but looking solid here. Unfazed so far, and you're absolutely right. The Prime Gaming flawless coming through.
Towards rubble once again. Early investment here off the rip from WudiYuChEn. Viper spit out towards Mound. That should close off that avenue for Karmine Corp. And now actually, no ultimates available for them to work with, and the pendulum swings back in favor of FPX now. Everything but the TP for TZH available.
TZH does have to be a little careful here. Does have the support from one by his side. Prowler going to go in, confirms at least one's attending, but there's plenty more behind that. Smoke just about committed in the horn, going to go up and show a fair amount potentially. Actually doesn't.
I mean, these one-ways are just so oppressive towards lobby here, and that's why it's so crucial for actually them to reinforce TZH here, and BerLIN just investing the ultimate to try and slow things down here. Karmine Corp looking to swing through. Shin's found it.
It's brute force. Karmine Corp just want to get this one over and done with. A little bit of a trade out comes in, sure. But still, Spike still in hand, going to be leaning through towards that A site eventually. But this, again, is so brutal to play against. They just barreled through the smokes eventually. A flash or two just sent them into motion. And now we're down to 2.
If you noted it there, that it's going to be difficult for TZH to get much done other than, you know, finding 2 or 3 kills. Spacing not ideal there. Obviously the lockdown going to come through. Why are you going to wait this one out? But definitely doesn't give them free access back onto site. Tree's still holdable here for Karmine Corp, and XMS still split away from this.
You first in. Finding one, but one's not really going to be enough at this point. Need a little bit more damage. That's not bad. WudiYuChEn trying to draw out one. Here's the steps, and actually had an opportunity on the fight there.